No phone. No GPS. No team. Just you and the most dangerous jungle on Earth. 40 days alone. Most people wouldn't survive even the first week. The Amazon rainforest. 5.5 million square kilometers of wilderness. Home to 10% of all species on Earth, including more than 400 species of predators, jaguars, anacondas, black caimans, bullet ants, whose sting feels like getting shot, and somewhere inside it, a human being, alone, for 40 days. Now, this isn't a movie. People have actually done this. Survivalists, indigenous trackers, extreme adventurers. Some trained for years just to attempt it. And here's the terrifying part. The jungle doesn't care how prepared you are. You think the biggest danger is the wildlife, right? Wrong. Survival experts say the first thing that kills you in the Amazon isn't a snake, it's your own brain. Day 1, adrenaline is pumping, you feel sharp, alive. Day 3, you haven't slept properly. The sounds at night are relentless. Something splashed near you at 2 a.m. You don't know what it was. Day 5. You're rationing food. You manage to make a fire, barely. Your hands are already cut up. Day 7. The silence starts talking to you. Psychologists call it nature isolation stress. When humans are cut off from other people for long periods, the brain starts creating companionship, voices, shadows, even the feeling that someone is watching you. In the Amazon, that feeling of being watched, it's probably real. Let's talk about what's actually trying to kill you. Water. The Amazon has more fresh water than almost anywhere else on Earth. And yet, almost none of it is safe to drink directly. Parasites, bacteria. One bad sip, and by nightfall, you're vomiting bile. Heat and humidity. It's not just hot. The humidity sits around 90% almost every day. Your clothes never dry. Your skin starts breaking down. Jungle rot is real. Open wounds that refuse to heal because constant moisture feeds bacteria. And then, there are the small things. Forget jaguars for a second. The #1 killer in the Amazon? Insects. Mosquitoes carrying malaria. Botflies laying eggs under your skin. Fire ants. Chiggers. Things you can't even see. And then, there's the kangaroo. A tiny parasitic fish so terrifying that, historically, people were afraid to even urinate in the river. The Amazon is basically Earth's way of saying, you are not welcome here. But here's where it gets fascinating. If you somehow survive the first 2 weeks, something changes. Survivalists who've spent 30+ days alone in extreme environments describe a phenomenon researchers call adaptation immersion. Your senses sharpen, and not metaphorically. Literally, your hearing improves. You start noticing patterns, which birds go silent before it rains, which leaves insects avoid, which direction water flows based on moss growth. You stop thinking in hours. You start thinking in daylight cycles. One survival instructor, who spent 44 days alone in the Peruvian Amazon, described returning to civilization and feeling overwhelmed by supermarkets, the lights, the noise, the endless choices. He said, and I'm paraphrasing, out there, I had one job, stay alive. In here, I don't even know what I want for lunch. The Amazon strips you down to your most basic operating system. No notifications, no opinions, no performance. Just eat, shelter, water, fire, sleep, repeat. And for some people, that's the most alive they've ever felt. But here's the thing nobody talks about. The indigenous tribes living in the Amazon, the Yanomami, the Kayapo, and even uncontacted tribes, don't see it as survival. To them, the Amazon isn't a death trap. It's home. They don't fight the jungle. They read it. Every plant is either medicine or poison, and they know which is which. Every animal behavior becomes a weather forecast. Every season tells them what to eat. What takes a trained survivalist 40 brutal days to partially understand. These communities have learned over thousands of years of lived knowledge. We send people into the jungle with gear, training, and cameras, and call it extreme survival. They just call it Tuesday. 40 days alone in the Amazon will either break you completely or show you exactly who you are when everything fake gets stripped away. The real question isn't, could you survive the Amazon? The real question is, could you survive yourself?